my knee just exploded. Like, where do you wake up in some room where they keep an eye on you and give you the strong drugs?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Some girl I used to go to school with.
That's always the way. Where's the stage? And we're like, see that
We
fire
building
exit
it.
there, right in front of there. The boys are back in town, boys are back.
Well, we sung that at the start of the last episode, and then
We've never seen each
something
other.
else. Yeah,
The boys got deleted.
it's been a minute. It
Yeah.
has been a minute.
A whole fucking shit show has happened.
I was watching This Is England last night. This Is England 90.
Yeah.
Where Combo gets out of jail and he sees Woody getting the hug, and I was like, "Is this what it's going to be like?"
I do sort of look like Combo out of This Is England, don't I? Like,
This is giving me like, I don't know why, it's like old friend vibes.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't seen these
Yeah.
in like a month.
it feels like
It's like a reunion, high school reunion.
I've had a kid, or I've just got married and moved into a new house, and these are coming round because like we're recording this in the morning of a weekend.
Yeah.
It's what we used to do. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. We used to record them like a Saturday or Sunday morning in your house.
One of us would always be dying,
Yeah.
and then
I tried to drink last night and had like, I think I had one beer. I was like, fuck this, get me homely.
what about? What did you go out last night? Or
No,
did
well, out for me at the moment is going to my mum and dad's.
you- yeah. Big night at the
I'm,
Gavin
I'm going out.
It's fucking shite, Baisley. It's proper crap, like.
Who's on the decks tonight? Tony or your man?
My may as well was on the decks.
I was going to say your dad's always on the desk.
And we're back.
But yeah, I'm buckled.
Yeah. Well, first of all, before we're going, I want to say a massive thanks because obviously I've been aware in America. Your
Yeah.
legs fucked for anyone that wasn't following.
For
Kieran,
anyone that's blind, for the audio's listening, I'm lying up here like the fucking back end of 8.
Kieran kept the lockdown over the last couple of weeks, putting the podcast together, and fair play. And thanks to actually all the guests that jumped in as well. Cause
Thanks to all the guests that came, but fuck off.
yeah, yes, your time's
Fuck
up.
off.
Just know if we were fit, you wouldn't have been on.
Yeah, no. They were
Super sub
Carbo
Talal.
Cup.
Yeah,
Carbo Cup. Get the young fellas in.
Yeah. Give them some minutes. You know
Who's
what I
your
mean?
favourite? Who's your favourite guest? Who's your least favourite?
Well, there's only 3. So
Don't answer that.
I'll
Don't
really
answer that.
risk it if offend them.
I love all my children equally. Is the right answer to that question.
To be fair, like we were like sort of every time a guest came on and came away, I was like, thank fuck, they were perfect guests for the time they
Yeah.
stepped up, and I was
Yeah.
really, really grateful to have them on. And also shout out to Aidan, who produced the episode and couldn't have done it without him as well.
Yeah.
I was just sitting in the house because I literally haven't left the house really. I've lived in this house, and then all the time I'm going to my mum and dad's for the past months, just watching the episodes, going, fucking pricks. Shit, man.
There was one thing we were talking about, like, oh, will Pete perform in a wheelchair? And Jazz was like, wheel him off. And then last night it was Jazz's house, and she was like, was Pete annoyed by that statement? I was like, no.
Newsflash, didn't watch the episode back.
Me neither.
I couldn't be bothered. Like, what, I don't know. See when you're not on an episode.
When you can't
Maybe
look
it's
at
just
your
being
face.
an narcissist.
That sounds way worse. You're like,
Most people will be like, if it's not me, I'll watch it. I'm like, if it's not me, I won't watch it.
here's what I will say. Talal Jamar, don't get too comfy in them seats. then.
Yeah.
You're looking a wee bit too...
Well, that's just, in my house, the way Aidan's camera is, it's not like ours where me and Talal had to get close to each other, like, so we got all
These were
snuggly.
snuggling up,
Yeah.
were you?
Yeah, it was
Nice.
lovely, like.
I have to say, and I know I'll comment on quite a lot. Hers looking long, man.
It's really long at the minute, like.
Are you prepared to take the hat off?
No, because I
Oh.
look like the McPoyle from Always Sunny. But,
There's some milk in there if you want.
yeah,
I don't know. I think I kind of like it.
Yeah, it suits you.
it's really long at the minute. Like, I can tie it back in a ponytail now.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to send you a photo later on, but
Don't
look,
tie it back on a ponytail because
It
it'll
looked
reveal
cool.
the fucking hairline.
it looked cool. Yeah,
He dragged that back.
He just has the back bit tied.
yeah. You don't want to see that, like,
His top of his head shaved. It's all like pushed forward like Bill Bailey.
and a wee soul patch.
We're
No.
watching a program at the moment, me and Teresa, and one of the characters in it has a soul patch, and it just
Triggering.
fills me with so much rage. Like,
Yeah.
it's so annoying. Nashville.
No,
Ever seen it?
is that what your girl from Heroes, Hayden Patera?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
superhero Dex.
Nice. Texas, Tennessee, Dex.
But all my exes live in Texas.
That's
Dex.
literally all I've been doing.
Just watching
like.
stuff?
Yeah, and like, because I can't get up and turn the TV over, Teresa can just like put whatever she wants on. I'm like forced to watch it. Like, she put on this program, Nashville. I don't know if anyone's ever watched it, but like, it's really like cheesy America.
Yeah.
It's all about all these country and western singers, and I was like, it's a load of shite. This is the worst writing, worst acting ever. See, about 1 week in, I'm like, no way.
You're
I
on the
did not
Nashville-
expect that to happen. Like, proper gasping on it, no.
What else you been watching?
Do you know what
Barbie.
I'm mad into?
What?
24 hours in police custody.
How many episodes of that is there? Surely
Unreal. So
Is there a
many.
specific region you're in there, or is it just
Luton.
Luton? Nice.
Luton.
Nice.
I love it.
That's where all the big stuff goes down.
It's class. It's honestly, I really, really like it.
What's Luton famous for? Tommy Robinson and Andrew Tate.
There's a lot of.
Is that where
there's a lot
Andrew
of
Tate's
shit
from?
going down.
Jesus.
I grew up, so
I'm loving 24 Hours in Police Custody. And I'm getting everyone else on it.
What's the maddest thing that's happening so far?
Oh, dead babies.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Dead babies trying to find out that the mad dad did it. Guys who work in a chicken shop fighting each other, throwing burning oil over each other. A nightclub, a one punch kill.
One Punch Wonder.
Is it a
Yeah.
is it a docu-series or is it like a mockumentary, like sort of like the mockumentary? Yeah, mockumentary where they like go and recreate the scenes that have happened.
No, it's all real. And you see
All
the
real?
CCTV. So it starts off with crime happening, and then it's all about trying to get to the conviction. And then like they're interviewing someone, you're like, oh, he did it.
Straight away.
I can't Daphne did it. And then
Yeah.
you see another interview, and you're like, oh, he didn't it. Oh, he didn't it.
Ah.
There's always a wee moral dilemma. Like.
It's never an open and shut case, kid.
It's not. It's not.
Guys, this episode is sponsored by Prize Royale. I have started using Prize Royale. I absolutely love it. I can enter their raffles for less than £1. You can win things like Pokemon cards, you can win cash prizes, you can win Xboxes, you can win PlayStations. They have absolutely everything you need. So if you want to check them out, you can do it very simply. Just sign up to their website, add money into your account, and you can get in on all these amazing raffles for super, super cheap prices. I absolutely love it. I've been entering them at least one a week. Don't tell my ma, okay? But they're absolutely class. Check them out. Prize Royale for all your amazing prize giveaways.
3 shades every story. But I just watched a load of that. Gavin and Stacey, watched all of Gavin and Stacey. Started watching Friends again, Nashville, Orange is the New Black.
I thought you would have been a bit of a Friends hater, no?
Do you know what? I was a big Friends hater. I loved Friends when I was a kid.
This Kate Chandler,
And then I got into
Bazinga, right?
Bazinga. Yes. I was massively into Friends as a kid, and then I got into Seinfeld. I was like, Friends is shite.
Right.
And then I
Okay.
seen all those memes, you know, like Friends with the laughter track.
Yeah.
I was like, it's hopeless. And then I started watching again. I was like, it's actually
It is
fucking
good.
unbelievable. Like,
That's good.
You know what you should be watching? Now you've got all this time in the world.
well,
I lent you the Sopranos box set.
I don't know. I feel like I've spread myself too far across here.
You asked me where can you watch Succession. I was like, oh, I'll be done with the box set. I'll be done with the
That
box
was for my
set.
sister though.
For your sister.
That wasn't for me.
I was delicate.
I didn't give a fuck.
Did you watch episode 1 of Are We Comedy Club Live?
Yes, I did. Unbelievable.
The best thing I've
seen.
watched out of all
Best
of
thing
them.
I've seen. Tops it all.
Live at the Apollo. Psh, get out of town.
Get out of here. Yeah, we've launched it and there's going to be a new episode out every single Monday, actually,
Yeah.
for 3 weeks. So as you're watching this today,
There'll be one out.
there'll be
so
one
go
out.
fucking
So
watch it.
yeah, there's one out the first week. It was class. And then, yeah, second episode's out and then one more to go. The last episode, I will say, we got a wee bit carried away because they're about 20 minutes. Last episode, let's just say, people were doing well, enjoying themselves, having a good time.
Yeah.
40 minutes long.
The episodes get progressively better. So if you like the first one, definitely tune into the second
Yeah.
and third because they just get better and better.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll talk about how this fucking happened. Get this
Yeah,
over
let's,
the
yeah,
way.
let's
let's
see.
address the leg.
It's bottled. It's
Yeah,
fucked.
it's...
In the
I've never
initial
seen
episode,
some-
I
I've
said
never
Sean
seen
Haggerty
something
kneecapped
straight-
you.
I've never seen anything so straight in my life. Like your leg is just
No.
perfectly fucking
So what it
aligned.
is, I've got like a rod up that side, rod up that side, but then there's a rod up the back, so it just keeps it
Oh.
straight. But basically, it's all Sean Haggerty's fault. Sean Haggerty texted me on fucking Tuesday, going to want to play indoor tomorrow at 6, and I was like, yeah, no worries. Rock down, playing the game, about 15 minutes into it, and then my knee just exploded. Like
What did you do?
literally, fuck all.
You were just
Were
running.
you just running?
Nobody tackled me.
Oh, is it one of them ones where like fucking Gary Neville would be like, oh,
He's in trouble.
yeah.
He's in trouble.
And then Carragher weighs in. He's just, there's nobody around him.
me?
Yeah.
Goes over the ball. He's hitting. Can we play professional football? Just over there.
So
It's
wait,
one- it's
you
one
were
of
just
them ones
literally
where-
running and it went.
No,
I was on the box defending, and then the ball was played across the box. So as the ball got played across the box, I turned round and went to go get the ball. And as I went to go get the ball, I don't know if I like jumped or I don't know what it was.
just whatever you twisted.
But a lot of people said to me it's something to do with the 3G pitches that they.
You've
like,
heard like they're
Well, this is a thing where like 3G pitches, like there's a thing in the NFL now. They play in NFL pitches and they're looking to completely move to fully grass pitches in
Yeah.
the next 10 years. I think it is.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but like I was about 15 or 20 minutes into the match, and but he's like, I can't describe it. Like I've never been more certain something's fucked.
Yeah, you knew straight away.
Like I hadn't even hit the ground, and I knew it was. It was like instant. Like it bypasses your brain. It wasn't even like, oh, that feels sore.
Yeah.
That's really sore. I think that's bad. It was
Yeah.
so instant. Like
And was the pain like brutal or was it?
yeah,
Fucking hell.
And it's what the worst thing was, I was lying on the ground and everyone else's reaction. That's how I knew it was bad. Everyone else was like, and I was like, guys, I need you to like stop staring at me as if like I'm dead here, because like these are fucking terrifying me. And then shout out to fucking Sean Haggerty and Sean Haggerty's brother. Sean Haggerty's brother pushed the knee back into the place because my patellar tendon ruptured.
Oh, hang on a second. He pushed it back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
And how short? No, I sound like a pain freak, but was that even more painful, or was that?
No, it was relief. I've
Was
never
it?
been
Yeah.
more happy, like, because it was absolute, like,
If you ever Sunshine Maze.
it was absolute agony until he pushed my knee in. And when he pushed my knee in, it was a bit of relief. But I thought it just dislocated my knee, but my patellar tendon ruptured, which holds your knee in place. So when it ruptured, my knee went into my thigh. So the dislocated knee was a byproduct of something else that happened.
Fucking hell! Like,
Oh.
Because everybody's were all like, if it's just dislocated, like, they'll just push it the full way back in and you'll be sweet. And it's like, okay, I'll be alright. I just need to get it. It's just a dislocated knee. But you know it's bad when you're praying for just a dislocated knee. And I was lying on the ground for 2 hours, like
Fuck
that,
that.
like just lying there, like.
Also, see when the ambulance came, how did they get you out? Was it like proper, like
So I was lying there for 2 hours, and Sean had rang the ambulance, and they said not to move me. But then, like, after about 2 hours, we're sort of sitting there going, like,
Gonna have to do
how
something
long are we
here.
gonna do? How long are we gonna do here? And like the worst thing was, like, our match had finished. Other people were turning up to the pitch to play the match. Well,
No.
for the first hour, I was surrounded by all these people, but I don't know them. They're all Sean
Yeah,
Haggerty's
that's
mates.
brutal.
So they're all strangers. The closest person there to me was Sean Haggerty, and I barely know him, like.
Fuck that.
And so after, like, when that finished, then the next people turned up, and they've just turned up to play a game of football, and I'm lying there like a fucking bag
They're
of
definitely
spiders.
just like, just lift him. Just move him out of
Yeah,
the way.
exactly right. So the second group of people who turned up, they're all these like Romanian lads.
Fuck's sake.
And they came over to like see what was happening, and the guy was like, you're not well, like you injure yourself." We're like, yeah, and we're trying to explain them. We tried to, like, he'd real broken English, so we like explain them, like, oh, like, it dislocated my knee. He's like, yeah, it happens sometime. And he real broken English. He's all, it's because you are fat.
fucking hell? I'm like,
Extra weight, yes. And I was like, yes, mate, thank you. Thank you
Just
very
on a knee,
much.
like,
But then
salt in the wound.
that was like near the 2 hour mark part, and then we were like, well, we'll just get up and like go outside. So they lifted me up onto a chair and then like hobbled me out, and then of course as soon as they hobbled me out, the fucking ambulance turned up,
Oh, bollocks.
and that was this.
So you just lying literally in the exact spot you
Yep.
turned yourself in for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Because you messaged me that day. I remember specifically that day we were texting. You were like, "I'd love to go for like a pint and a nice meal."
I know.
And I was
I was going to go for. I was actually going to go out for my dinner. Like.
And I was like, you know what, I'd love like pub grub, chicken goujons and all. And at the time I was pure like, oh, I'd love a pint. Then I was at a gig and I was going up to message me like, this gig's fucking shite. And then you put in the photo of you in the ambulance, and I went, right, hang on, something's happened here.
I know.
And then like I was like, when in that photo, the way it looked, I was like, oh fuck yeah, I was just dislocated his knee or something. You'll
Yeah.
be sweet. And then the next morning we woke up and you were like, this has been the worst night of my life. And I went, oh shit, this is a lot worse.
It was fucking brutal. So I was there to like.
Did you still pay your favour?
No, it didn't. But actually,
Sean Haggerty, you own £5.
no, we actually got it for free because that was a debate that was happening.
Was it?
As if, will we have to pay for this here?
You just imagine that one boy coming out and goes, Pete, I know it's a bad time, but you owe me £3.50.
I know, like, it's like pro-rated. When did he die? He died 17 minutes into it, so that's like 34% of the favour. But I got into the ambulance. They gave me like they put a wee thing in my vein.
drip?
Yeah.
Yeah, and give me paracetamol, like painkiller for that. Then got to the A&E, but they didn't have a fucking, what do you call it?
Bed? Trolley?
Wheelchair.
Yeah.
To get me in. And then it was just a fucking shit show in there, like, absolutely mental. Like we were sitting waiting in the fucking in the corridor for ages, and like they call your name out over like the system, and we were sitting just like trying to talk and like trying to pass the time. And after like a couple of hours, Teresa was like, I think they just called your name there. Is everything all right there, Kieran? Son?
Sorry that the
Yeah,
light
sweet.
was shining on it, so
Light
it looked like it was
shining on.
off.
After a couple of hours, Teresa was like, I think they just called your name there.
Right?
And I was like, right, well, go say to the nurse. And she was like,
What, nervous or?
She was like, I don't want to. And I was like, go fucking
Yeah,
say
yeah.
to that nurse now. And she's like, I don't know if they did say your name or not. And I was all, Teresa,
This is not the time to be polite.
Yeah.
I don't want my cause of death to be social anxiety.
Put the manners to the side.
Go fucking say to that nurse now. And then they had said my name. And like they had to get like a fucking orthopedic doctor in to see if I was fucked. And like,
What's an orthopedic doctor?
like
For legs?
it's basically specifies in like tendons and
right.
all, and like broken bones and shit like that. So he was all the Teresa wheel him in there, and like Teresa was like, right, okay, and she's trying to push me, but like with those wheelchairs, you have to like go backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
You
wheels
had to
are
go
fucked.
backwards, forwards, but she couldn't go backwards, and it was like a fucking corridor. And it was other people, all, you know, waiting there.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like a fucking fud. She's trying to push me around. The doctor's all just in there, and then eventually she just had to push me in normal ways. And the doctor's all, why'd you do that? Why didn't you just go backwards?
Oh,
I was near getting up hit in the cunt. I was like, you fucking wheel me in, you're a doctor. Like, what the fuck does she do? She's not qualified. And then he's all, get up onto the bed there. And I was all, mate, I can't. Like, I need help and all. Like, because at this stage, my knee is literally, it's not even in this or anything.
fucked, yeah.
It's just like bingoed, like hanging on. Like, there's nothing even hanging on.
oh dear.
Like, it's completely ruptured. And he's all, just get up in the bed there and all. I was like, mate, I can't. Like. And he was all, trying to get up. I was like, ah. And he's all,
You were.
you need to get up on the bed. Like, I was like, mate, I fucking know I need to get onto the bed. I can't get on. I was getting fucking angry and all. And then eventually they were like, oh, you're fucked and all. And then I realised how bad it was. And I was like, started to freak out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't want to stay over here. I want to get home. Like, started to like panic and all because I realised like it's actually going to be
This is a big
months.
job. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they're like, oh, they're going to put this on me or something else, but they didn't have one at the time. So they're like, we're just going to put your leg in a plaster. What do you call it? Like,
Cast?
a cast, yeah. But because my leg's so big, like there's so much fucking plaster around it. It's so heavy, like so
Yeah.
fucking heavy. Like it's just a dead weight lying off your leg. But the girl doing it, like no offense, she hadn't a fucking clue what she was at. She kept like asking the other nurse, like, should I do this? Does that seem right?
That's
you know?
not what you want when you're
And
getting your leg wrapped. Like,
I was
not at all.
I was literally sitting there going like, guys, these aren't filming me with much confidence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you like,
If you have questions, sit in private.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck off. Oh.
Because I knew going to bed, I was like, this is either going to be good news in the morning or it's going to be something fucking.
I just imagine up here we ditzy girl being like, "This is so mad. This is the first time I've wrapped anybody's leg.
It
Like,
was-
this
it was-
is-
it was
this is
legit
hilarious."
like
And
that.
you're like, "Ah."
she was shammed out of it, like, and
I used to work in the fucking centre before this.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
she was
"Oh."
a jam bomb merchant.
Yeah, yeah. I used to wrap Goujon rolls.
But she was fucking about that long, and then she was like, "Can you lift your leg?" And I was like, "Mate, the reason why I'm here is the fact that I can't
Yeah,
lift my
it's
legs.
fucked.
I don't know how to. My times they keep telling you." But then she put the full plaster on, but like it went too far down my ankle, and by the end of it, I was just getting pissed off. I just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
And then like she had to like get the saw out and like fucking saw the bottom of it off and all. It was a handling like.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
And then, so it was like that for 9 days, and then I went in for surgery. And then, see, when I went in for surgery, like the guy in front of me, like we were in like a wee room of 4, so like 4 pods. Everyone, like the other 3 people had their surgery, and I was waiting to go in for surgery. And the guy in front of me, I don't know if you've seen the photo I took when I was in hospital ready for surgery. There's a guy like lying in the bed like that, like monged out of it, like holding his elbow, just fucking yapping about how much pain he was in. And then he kept asking the doctor and all, could he go for a smoke and all? Like I thought he was going to go for
Was
smoke
he
a
a
joint. Like. No, he was like a foreign lad. He was like, he looked like he was from like fucking Iraq or something. Like. But it was hectic, like.
That's the grossest thing ever. Like,
And then,
So-
I got brought down for surgery, right? Shitting myself because like I've never had surgery before. Going under the knife, knocking
putting
you
you
out.
out?
Yeah.
how'd that feel?
Well, I'll get to that. They're breaking me down. I'm sitting in the bed, ready to go in for surgery. And like when the doctor came in, and like they go through this whole thing, basically say like there's a risk and all. They said they're all like you can die. They have to legally tell
They
you.
tell you,
They
yeah,
say what?
everything. Like,
I
they're
know,
like,
but it's just scary.
put
Like.
a plaster and you're like, you could die during this experience.
Yeah.
Like,
But as they were wheeling me in, but it was just real quiet, and I just did the biggest fart ever because it was fucking shit myself. and nobody addressed it.
did they give you the wee gown thing?
Oh, aye.
The wee gown that's never long enough?
Yeah, I was in the wee gown now.
I fucking.
See, when they knock you out, do you just go out like that, or you?
So he put the mask on me, or she put the mask on me. It just kept going like, take deep breaths, like breathe the air in. And I was breathing it in. And I was like, is this doing fuck all?
Yeah.
And then I just woke up in a different room hours later.
Does it happen to my finger getting it sewn back on? I remember thinking, oh, fuck, I'm really nervous that I'm going to be awake this whole time.
Yeah.
But then I woke up.
I have to say, shout out to fentanyl. What a drug.
What a drug.
Oh, so good.
Any in the house?
Fentanyl.
We'll just all do it tonight.
Yeah.
I was all your woman. Any more of that there? And she was like, you've had 3 hits of it in the space of about 10 minutes.
What do you
I'm-
just feel like monged out or?
It was so fucking sore. So it was just like taking that away. And yeah, I was pretty monged out. Like,
I have questions about the surgery still. Did they take you from your bed and put you onto the big metal fucking cold thing? Because that's what my surgery was like.
so yeah, so not on a cold thing. So I'm on my bed in the ward.
Yeah.
And then they wheel that the whole way down.
Yeah.
And then they bring that into the surgery room. And then they've got like a bed that's like covered in cling film and has like a leg stirrup. So like they just like they put my bed beside it and then they like shuffle me on it. It's real skinny. Real like skinny. Like just literally just enough width for your body.
Right.
And then it happens on that, and then I woke up on a back on my hospital bed in another room.
Because whenever I got my appendix out, it was years ago, they like wheeled you in and there was just, it literally looked like, do you like an anvil, but like big enough to lay a person on it, like just full metal.
Yeah.
And like you could see that, like, obviously at the end of every surgery, they just hose it down, it goes into like a drain, all the fucking. It was
Jesus.
proper. I'd never felt like such a lump of ham in my life.
Medieval.
Yeah, the proper, like, and the bed was freezing, and you know what them gowns like, them cover your ass, so your
Yeah.
butt's just freezing.
I had shorts on.
Oh, that's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we like netted shorts? Them there
How
yokes?
long were you
No,
in?
like my own shorts.
Oh, your own shorts?
My
That's
own,
alright.
like, Adidas
Well, I
shorts.
suppose they didn't need to. Oh wait, yeah, I suppose they didn't need to. They didn't need to actually do anything to your upper body, it's just your knee.
Yeah, it was
Did
just
the
my-
nurse be like, so take this off and put on the paper funk?
like the wee fucking-
Massage time. Massage.
How long were you in theatre for?
I don't know. 3 hours.
Why am I getting on like I'm the medical journal here?
Theatre.
Hang on, okay.
The road to recovery, people
Yeah.
need the breakdown.
Pete, yeah.
But the worst thing is when I woke up in that room, you don't wake up in the ward. You wake up in some room where they keep an eye on you and give you the strong drugs.
Yeah, what the fuck
Some
are
girl I
they?
used to go to school with.
It's
So-
always the way.
And I'm like, well, hey, I don't know, yeah.
Let me tell you about something I love, guys. I love pizza. And in particular, I love Pizza's 2 for Thursday deal. I love their new app. I love the fact that when I'm hungover, there is nowhere I would like to go. I want to smother myself in their garlic sauce, but unfortunately my mum would find that very weird if she came into my room and see me covered in garlic sauce. But I will drink it after I eat it. And let me tell you, I have no shame in doing that. It is unbelievable. Guys, get on it. Love pizza. See Domino's. See 4-star. 4-star in GTA. I'd be sending the police round to your place. Love pizza. Get on it. What about Celtic?
At least I think she was there. I might have fucking...
Did she make you a hospital tea and toast?
Yeah, fucking a lot of tea and toast cutting about Craigavon Hospital.
Hospital tea and toast is the greatest tea and toast you'll ever have in your life.
Recognised by one of the porters.
Mate, I have tickets to your show next week. You're like, it's not happening, buddy.
Well,
not happening.
To be fair, I kind of recognised him because he came over and he was like, all right, and he was like a young fella. Do you want like a young fella? Like, you're in a professional setting like that there.
Yeah.
And then you come across someone who's like roughly your age. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all this. It was like one of them ones, and I was all, "Do I recognise you?" And he was all, "You're Pete Giffen, aren't you?" And I was all, "Yeah." And he sorted me out. I feel like he was giving me a wee bit extra toast. Like.
Wee bit extra
do
fentanyl.
you know what I love? You launched like when I got recognised. You went to him first. I know you.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew he knew me.
He's just being shy. He's being all coy.
Yeah.
I
You're
knew
looking
he-
at him being like, tell me you know me.
I knew he knew me, but it wasn't. I don't know. Fucking someone knew someone.
I got recognised.
Amazing was there not?
He's doing the Marketplace Theatre next week.
I got recognised. This woman called Karen Giffen come in. Was all, "You make sub?"
That fentanyl was strong, sir. That's fucking wrong.
But yeah, it was
That's
fucking
class.
Do you know what? See, the best sleep I had was probably the night after the surgery.
So I was meant to come down, and then
No, like when I was in the
Was it?
hospital,
Yeah.
because I was just wiped out.
was you stay overnight in hospital as well?
Yeah, staying there overnight. They tried to get me to stay a second night because they get you up and they were very quickly like, right, and you learn how to walk.
Fuck, yeah.
Well, that's it, because as soon as you can learn to walk, you're allowed out.
Yeah. So I was trying to get out. I couldn't learn how to walk, boys. Like they weren't explaining it right, and like they were telling me, they were like hinch your hip, move it up, move it forward, and I was like, I can't do that. Like, I
Yeah.
can't do that. And they're like, oh, he's fucked and all. I actually got to the point where they're like, is there anything wrong with your hip? Like, have you ever had problems with your hip before? And like, we're really
That's
worried.
just what you need to hear. Like,
Yeah, we're really worried. And I was like, has the surgery worked?
Yeah.
Maybe they fucked it up. And then, like, I didn't really know what to do. And then once I sort of half knew what to do, they were able to let me out.
Fuck.
So what's it like now with the walking? Is it?
Well, you see me go to the bathroom
Yeah,
there before we
it's-
hit record here. Like, I can hobble about all right, but like, so it's basically like it's all metal stitches, about 20 metal stitches
Yeah,
up my
like
knee, and because it's all like the surgery's over now and like it's sort of healed, I've got feeling in my skin, so I can
Yeah.
feel my skin
Right,
all
okay.
around the metal clips, and it's really like
That feels
it's like, you like nails down a chalkboard. You know,
Yeah,
it's not sore. It's just like bogging and uncomfortable.
Fuck that.
Like, I'm alright sitting here, but I went to my mum and dad's yesterday and I got pissed off because like
We're just doing your
just sat for 2 hours trying to get comfy down there and I couldn't get comfy. I'm like, what am I doing here?
trying
Like?
to see a Liverpool win as well.
I don't know. It's been tough. It's been a tough weekend. It's been
The
a tough weekend.
what was I going to ask as well then? So like, even with like painting and stuff, not even painting, but like I just haven't trying to have a beer and then you're like ready to go to the toilet here and that's a whole hassle.
Yeah.
It's fucking just seems like a melt.
So to be honest, shout out fucking Teresa. She's been a fucking
Yeah.
absolute
I
godsend.
mean, even when we
like,
arrived earlier on as well.
I
like,
legit,
she-
honestly, like I was.
She's went from not knowing how to push the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Being the goat.
She's been a full blown nurse. I don't know what I would do without her because like it's shite
Yeah.
now with her. If I didn't have her help me,
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa, she's a godsend, man. She's a godsend.
Oh fuck, fucking fair play.
So, right, for people who want to know, because I was asking this the other day, what is like the road to recovery then? Like, is because I didn't know if you're going to be out for weeks, months, years. Like,
So they say in total it's 12 weeks recovery, but unfortunately that's 12 weeks recovery from the surgery, not 12 weeks recovery from when it happened.
right, okay.
That was really frustrating because it happened to the surgery. It was 9 days.
Yeah,
so it was
it's
9
9
days
days.
where you're like, I'm in the exact same position now as I was at the start.
Yeah.
So I go in a couple of days to get this leg brace off, get the metal staples out. They put a new leg brace on, which is a wee bit more open than this.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the actual knee panel is open, the side panels are open, and it's just a bit here, a bit there, and there's a wheel on the side.
Yeah.
And every 2 weeks
Ah.
you turn the wheel, and it makes your leg go from that to that. And every 2 weeks, it just goes like that.
But it means if you can go from that to that, you're allowed to straighten it again. Like, you're getting that wee range of
Yeah,
movement. Like,
yeah.
you're not just going to be cocked it like that.
And after about 2 months, it'll be like that, so you could sit like you're sitting.
Right, okay.
That's fucking insane. The
Have you had this off at all?
No. So
It
I
looks like a nightmare to take off.
I take the straps off,
I just loosen it.
loosen it, and then like, because it gets twisted in bed, because these are metal rods here. Sometimes in beds that you wake up and they're like that, or like it slips down. So like I unstrap it
Jesus
and pull it up, but
Christ.
I've never actually fully taken it off. Because see, when you undo the straps, but you just feel so vulnerable.
Can I say one
Oh,
thing?
really? Yeah, like moving it.
It's disgusting. It's terrifying.
Yeah, you're scared to do anything.
So, it's awful.
I've never known Pete Giffen to be up that early in my life.
I know.
Fucking every day at 8:30, I'm like, well, you're like, what are we all at today?
Here, it very quickly turns you into a morning person.
Yeah.
Because you go to bed, crying yourself to sleep, and you wake up and you're like, today's a new day, anything's possible.
One day closer to fucking recovery.
Yeah, but like so I'll go in a couple of days, get the staples
Jesus.
out, new brace on, and then thankfully a fella I used to go to school with, the exact same thing happened to him 2 weeks before me. So he's 2 weeks ahead of me in the recovery.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I've been able to ask him questions to know what I've got coming up.
Big lad, move your knee now.
Yeah.
But
Weird
he-
it also happened to him at Sean Haggerty's 5-a-side.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Fucking hell.
I'm going to be in a new brace, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk about more.
I don't want to be this guy, but I have to say it. Like, the seeing you with one of them on is tragic. Like, there's people who've done both at like the same time and all, and that just, how the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
Like, that's mad.
Because I was like, oh, I'll go down to Pete's Saturday, we'll get a load of beers. And I was like, I can't do that. Like, that's not.
Yeah, all my mates were here a couple of days ago, and like, it's just not the same.
Oh, yeah, I know. You can't. You just
it-
have no freedom. You've no mobility to do anything.
And you're just not in the mood to have the crack, man.
Yeah.
it-
You're smiling through things. You're like, I'm pissed off here. Like,
Yeah.
because whenever you like, so there's obviously different kinds of people. You probably realize this when you got your injury. There's people that message you straight away and fucking come around to the house. And
Yeah.
I sort of didn't message you because I was like, I know his head's gonna be
Yeah, I tried
ballooned
to
and
leave it
people
to
are
the
gonna be
Friday.
annoying and being like, you'll be back soon. And all. So I think I left a few days and was, it's fucking shite. It is what it is, but I hope you get better soon. And I think I was like, I'd rather say that than be like, mate, you'll be fine, because you know it won't be.
Yeah, it won't
especially
be
when it
fine.
just happens. Like,
I think a lot of people just think it's like a sore knee.
Yeah, rather than just.
yeah.
Like,
And you're just being difficult, being
Yeah.
like, I can't really move.
Because I knew immediately, I was like, people were saying, just give him. My mum and dad were like, give Pete a couple of days. Like, they go, we know what you're like here, but they're like, just fucking give him space.
You're
Like,
like,
because they're literally like, if you don't get surgery, like they're like, the body can't repair it.
that's insane.
Like you'll be disabled for life unless you get the surgery.
To hear that as well, it's like, fucking book me in now.
Yeah. Like, but it's
Who books
routine. Like, it's not difficult for them to do. Like,
any spots?
He's not for the surgery. Would appreciate any theatre time going.
5 minutes.
who books us? I'm fucking down for a gig, by the way, as well.
Do you think you'd be not like? Do you think even if we fucking wheeled you on stage and like you didn't have to worry about your leg, do you think you'd still like enjoy it?
That's the thing as well. Like I've cancelled loads of gigs. I'm like, in theory you could do it, but it'll probably be a fucking disaster. Like, but like
Yeah.
in 10 days time, as from the point of recording, in about 10 days time, I'm back. I'm gonna do a gig.
In 10 days time?
Yeah.
Where's that in?
Thirsty J's Cookstown.
Love
All right, okay.
With Sean Haggerty.
That's not
The
even a
the
million
boys
miles.
started it all.
That's not a million miles away either.
Spoke
Like,
to Talal and he said there's no steps in it.
Handy.
fuck, that reminds me, we did a gig in
Fuck this leg. Let's talk about other stuff.
some bright stuff.
Then I'll start slipping my wrist.
We did a gig in Ulster Sports Club the other day, and oh fuck me! Right, here's the rules for anyone that doesn't know about this podcast.
Well, it was Ulster
no,
University.
you're done talking for a minute, right?
I haven't spoken at all.
Exactly. So we did a gig, right? And Kieran booked it. It was like Ulster University.
Not sports club.
No, Ulster University. Sorry, the
You're making sure your venue doesn't get slandered.
Yeah.
the new Ulster University campus in their Students' Union bar. And Kieran's like to me, "Do you want to do a gig with me?" See if Kieran asks you to do a gig, just you and him. Red flag. Red flag. It was me and him on the lineup, and we got down. I'm waiting to hear. So we get down, and all on the TVs ever. It's like Comedy Tonight, 9 p.m. Sean McAlevey, Kieran Franco.
I don't know. Kieran Purdy.
Kieran Purdy. Kieran Franco wasn't there. Hands are clean. But anyway, we go down to the gig, and you were there a wee before me. And the girl that had booked it was like, there was meant to be a music thing on here between 8 and 9, and it hasn't been here, or got moved, or something happened. So she goes, a lot of people haven't showed up, so the bar's quite quiet, and I don't want you performing to an empty bar. So why don't you just take the money and I'll book you for something else another time?
Right, okay.
Now, McAlevey was halfway out the door. Joe being like, "Thanks very much," shake the hands, gone. Kieran's like, "Let's sit for half an hour and see if anyone comes along." Because I don't want to
okay.
feel like a total tramp here, like, just look like we're taking the money. So we sat there anyway.
Can you say how much the money was?
Yeah, we were getting £100 each.
£100 each.
I
And
would have took it, man.
Right, so we're sitting there in the bar, and it was literally just laid out as the bar. There was no like sort of setup for a gig. There was a microphone, a wireless microphone connected to a speaker. Like that was it. You were just gigging to the bar. It was
Yeah.
going to be, and we were sitting there, and I was like, right, thank fuck, I'll get to go here. It was about 10 to 1 or 2 people started to creep into the bar. There was about 25, 30 people there at this stage.
we were leaving, and I went, you know what? Good conscience in me. The morality in me was like, I'll just ask someone when we're leaving. You here for the comedy night? And they went, yeah. Then I went to another table, and I went, you here for the comedy night? And they went, yeah. Went to another table, good looking people. I went, you here for the comedy night? And they were like, yeah. And I went to Sean, well, we'll do it. So we spent the next 20 minutes building a stage.
Yeah, we literally. I started
DIY.
going around and I goes, right, if we're going to do this, we're going to make it look like a gig. I
Bob's
was
the builder here.
I was fucking yanking sofas like 3 times the size of this round, making it like sort of like theatered round. We were literally the stage. People were going, we were like, yeah, we're here for the gig. Where's the stage? And we're like, see that
We were
fire exit
building
there, right in front of there.
You know the music and all? Playing with the boys. The montage of us just setting chairs.
we were
like,
setting it up, and I was
Oscar
going.
McCallion playing beach ball.
And I was setting up the room, and I was going to people. I was like, right, you just sitting here. It'd be far better if you move up. You come up here and move it around and all. And then we're like, fuck, this gig's happening. And how many people was there? Like,
I'd say about 40 people.
no,
Serious?
more.
More than 40,
There was
yeah.
like 60 people there. I'm not even joking.
Ulster University. And see, by the end of it, they fucking hated me.
Did they?
They fucking
You've skipped the best
despised me.
part. They loved me.
Did they?
No, well, they didn't love me, but I went on. I was MCing it, and there was
I mean,
this.
you're MC, there'd be 2 years.
Well,
Yeah.
you're like,
You're gonna bring one of our acts on now.
I kept going. I'm bringing on our one and only act tonight. But I was doing the gig, and I can't even remember what was chatting. It was just like student crap and stuff like this. And there was a boy in the front row, Aiden, and he had a similar thing on that you had, and he was in a wheelchair.
Right.
And I was chatting to him, and I was like, "Oh, how come you're in Ulster University? Is it because you couldn't get into Queen's?" And everyone's like laughing, blah blah blah. And he goes, "No, it's because the disability access here is 10 times better." And I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" So it wasn't going amazing, put it that way. But I would say I kept my head slightly above water. I wasn't drowning.
Okay.
And then I brought this guy on, and I've never enjoyed a performance more in my life.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Did shit.
It's shit for 20 minutes. I was went through half an hour, done 20, and then I could see, you know what was annoying as well? The barman really wanted us to do the gig, the bar manager, because he kept going, do you want another beer? Do you want another free beer? And like I took one, and he just kept bringing them down to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want another beer. And then he went, no, thanks very much, I appreciate you. You're going to do the performance. So I'm okay. Got up and all, done my best 20, nothing. And then came off stage. He didn't even look at me when I came off stage. He was just like, get the fuck out.
Just left an empty beer bottle.
Yeah, he
You
goes,
fucking prick.
that'll be £20, please.
Here's when I knew it wasn't going well for Kieran. He did his infamous Eamon Holmes bit.
Yeah.
Didn't get much, and then he goes, "So what does you do for work?"
Oh my god! Like I was knuckle touching students and all, trying to get anything going. Like,
You know it's bad when the act starts MC in the room.
yeah. Oh.
That was so good.
But can we reverse that? and to talk about last night.
Well, we had a couple. Did we have a couple of weird gigs this week? I can't even
What
remember.
was last night?
Last night was the football club in
I
Glengormley.
didn't even hear about that because I was meant to
No,
do it
no,
as a
well,
kid.
we're
yeah,
gonna save
we wanted,
this.
we wanted to tell you today.
So
Shit show?
we arrived.
Hang on, well, buckle up, right?
We arrived. Football on. Like proper. Like you want to see the speaker? Like the speaker looked like an Xbox.
Let's go back in time a wee second. We got approached to do a gig. It was for.
Honestly, it's 6 months ago.
It was, yeah, this is
Yeah,
ages
this
ago.
guy messaged
Maloney's football club, I think it was.
Yep.
And usual red flag football club gigs, but we were like, do you know what? We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It could be an experience if something funny happens. The reason I kind of take these gigs on is because if something funny happens,
Yeah.
at least you got a
Get a bit of it,
story.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can become a more experienced actor in
Yeah.
mad gigs.
Yeah. Like there's a line between just doing like a mad gig and just doing one that's shit you don't learn anything from.
They
Whereas,
only
like,
pay pretty well.
Who
Well,
well,
that is
it was good moolah, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, Maloney's FC, we did that gig, and I didn't get there yet, but Kieran was there, did it before me.
So I arrived and Liverpool.
Sorry, can I give some context? Sorry, no,
Yeah.
keep butting in. The guy who organised it and approached me and Sean to do it, I looked at a story during the afternoon, and it's him in a football changing room smoking a big mad cigar at like 3 in the afternoon. I was like, I don't think that gig's gonna be too
Yeah.
quiet. I think it's gonna be pretty rowdy.
He also had a load of like stories up. I think it was like about a Linfield game or like Joe like memorandum to like Linfield supporters or something like that. Some sort of thing I
He was
got.
giving you that stuff.
No, I was in a story.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
so
good
that
to-
paints the picture for you.
yeah.
We walked in and the fucking bar was like not bunged, but it was like full of boys that their jaw was coming home in a separate taxi.
And it was in Ballyclare.
Okay.
More
And
context.
So we were like right, and yeah, in the middle of nowhere as well. Like you could kill someone in the car park and no one would know.
And it was beside the railway tracks.
So I was
We're
like,
butchering this story.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so bitty.
right, anyway, so we were sitting there in the green room, which is the stock room, and we were sitting there and we were looking around. And I was like, this is going to be a death. This is going to be fucking one of the worst gigs. I went like, I've had a week of weird gigs. This is going to top it off. Sean walks out, and I was like, best of luck. See you on the other side, partner. Like World War One, you're about to go over the top.
Yeah.
Sean walks out. Ah, like
They're
they're
fucking
all
loving
fucking
it.
loving it.
They're loving it.
Like-
So they're set up, right? They're set up. I got down. I was like, he messaged me 2 hours before the gig going, do you have a PA system or speakers? I was like, no. And he's like, oh, it's all right. We'll get one sorted. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I get down and they're all standing there just before they go in the green room. And I look and it was like like a bar kind of high-rise function room area. That's what the stage was.
Okay.
So you like a few wee steps and then like that.
Like Thunderdome.
Yes, like
Yeah.
Smaller front room,
but
yeah.
smaller than that. And they're all just sitting out. It wasn't really late. It was kind of laid out cabaret side for comedies and bars on the left hand side. That was grand. But they had this like the microphone was just plugged in to a speaker, and the lead for the microphone was a meter long. So you had to stand right
She's
beside
like,
the speaker.
hold the speaker.
It was, and Joe, what it looked like, Joe, them like Holy Land speakers that have the red flashing light on it.
Yeah.
Just that single like JVC fucking.
I'm thinking of, do you ever see like the footage of Biggie Smalls doing like a freestyle rap in the street, like 1989?
Because that's his exact words were to me. He goes, "Don't worry, we'll get a boombox."
It's
They're a big subwoofer.
you know the mic. It was what Sinatra would have sang into back in the 50s, like a real thin, skinny one. It was like that. It was like
No foam
look,
part
you
on it,
can-
just like the
Top
fucking.
of the Pops too on BBC Four.
yeah. Because I was walked out, I was like, give it one for my baby, one more.
But it was like a Holy Land speaker, but the kind
Yeah.
that wouldn't get you like a noise complaint. It wasn't big enough. Like that kind of way.
The Bluetooth is disconnected successfully.
Yeah.
Talag said a great line. There was a girl called Portia, but Sean kept calling her Corsa. And Talag goes, she's called Corsa because everyone's had a spinning her.
Yeah, that's a good one. That.
Because she goes to me, she goes, "My name's Portia," and I goes, "Corsa?" She goes, "No, Porsche." And I goes, "Oh no, I just looked at you and thought that girl's definitely a Vauxhall Corsa."
Yeah.
And but anyway, so I get on the MC, and like I was proper prepared for the death of all deaths. Like
Yeah.
like
It was so funny. Like
it
they
was
were
just so
loving it.
I was just, and I walked out. I can't even remember what I opened with. I was like, Sean McAlevey. Oh, may as well come with Sean McTeg, and they all just went, bah! And they fucking pissing themselves laughing, like, because I said I was to be Catholic. And then I don't even know how long. I must have about 10 minutes. Brought Talal on. Talal murdered. Kieran went on, murdered. And Geordie was like, just keep it going, keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's call it a break.
What?
Let's see what you're made of.
To
You
be
know what I
fair,
mean?
the guy at the front, I think, was eyeing you
No,
up
he
to be
was.
like,
He was
break.
eyeing me up, being like, break. Because I said,
Okay.
I goes to Jordan, he goes, I'll see you if he wants to do a break. If he says keep going, we'll go. And I goes out. He goes, Ross, you want to do a break? He goes, yeah, I'll do a quick break. So then did a break, came back on. I just went back out, and then Jordy went on, and Jordy smashed it. Like
Yeah.
I mean, roofed the fuck out of this
Fuck's
place.
sake, I
It's
really-
like the gym. See
Not
the guy-
reason that Jordy smashed the reason that I didn't get to do it.
It was
It's
so
the
good.
surprise of the year. Like genuinely, I was sitting there going we were like cracking jokes about how we weren't going to leave the place alive and all.
Yeah.
In the green room, we're like, will we ring ahead to our ma's and all to say goodbye?
And was it class then?
It was class.
Like there was, I don't know, I think I was booked to do 20, and at the start we're like, oh, will we do the full 20 here? Will we? And then like literally, as soon as we were on stage, like, I kept going, I'm going to do one last bit. And I went,
That's by right. He was booked to do 20, and he goes, "Is it alright if I do 15?" He goes, "That's sweet." And he goes, "Is it alright if I do 10?" Did over 20 minutes.
I was like, I'm going to do one more bit here. You've been lovely.
Yeah.
I kept going. I was like,
Columbo over here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just one more.
Yeah. But it just worked out. It was one of them ones where like it had no right to be that good. And then even afterwards, I've messaged your boy straight away, being like, "If you ever want to do this again,
I said, yeah.
100%." Like,
Fucking, I'm definitely doing the next one then.
it was good smoke. So it was.
I said something about how my dad, when I drink oat milk, went, that's gay boy behaviour. I'm like, fuck.
I'm sort of picturing the sort of thing that would have went down. With
See if you made any sort of drug reference. Oh, they loved it.
Loved
They
it.
absolutely loved it. Like,
I mentioned I was a Celtic Football Club sympathiser, and then I was expecting it was either going to go one or two ways.
Yeah.
But they were like, boo. But like
Loving it though.
Yeah.
that's what I laughed at. That's what I laughed. I said this to your face last night. Like, you're in a gig, right? Very Protestant area.
Yeah.
Like, you have an hour's worth of material, and the opening line you went for is, "I'm a Celtic Football Club sympathiser." I'm like, why take that risk?
No risk, no reward.
No, but there's no need for it whatsoever. I looked at top, I was like, he's mental. And well, like, he's still mental. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, Jesus.
Talal kept going, call us Keefy D, you know, the guy who killed Tupac. He's been arrested. Talal kept going.
Oh, I have a good story about Tupac, but I'll tell it on next week's podcast. I'll do a summary about America on next week's podcast.
Yeah, will we?
Yeah, we'll do a few questions now, will we?
Yeah,
We're
we'll
on
do a few questions.
37 minutes here, so we'll do about 10 minutes of questions.
Yeah, I have
Because
a
I know
couple-
people have loads because we haven't been. The band hasn't been together.
I have a couple of questions here from one person, so maybe if we just do those three, and then maybe that'll wrap up
Yeah,
this
yeah.
episode.
That'll
No
do.
worries, perfect.
So Ashley Ragg, I sent in a couple of questions.
Guys, this episode is sponsored by Monte Carlo Chippy. Belfast, Lurgan, oh, don't even start me. It is my number one chippy that I will always go to. If you're thinking about going somewhere else, don't bother. They've got everything you need. Burger and chip, fish and chips, goujons and chips, anything with chips, they'll sort it out for you. Their curry sauce is incredible. It's my personal favourite. I always make the right decision and go to Monte Carlo Chippy. Check it out at montecarlochippy.com. They've got everything you need and they have the best food delivered straight to your door. So don't even worry about having to get up. They'll bring it straight to you. Monte Carlo Chippy, guys. Check it out. Proud sponsors of RB Podcast.
Lidl is good, but do you know what it is? Lidl is the TK Maxx of supermarkets. I
Yeah.
think it's just a bit
Too
all over the
sparse.
place.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Little will be my go-to, so
I
you
bought
bought
like a
anything in the van?
Euro 2020 top one time.
A what?
A Euro 2020 top.
Like not a team, just the
Just
competition?
Euro 2020, yeah. I was walking through and it was
That's
like,
right, Lidl.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, but my dad was like, what country is it? And I went, it's all of us. It's
It's a
Europe.
continent.
yeah. Brexit. Yeah, we're...
I bought a hammock before it a little. It's pretty good. But it was a good one where like Joe had like the metal stands and all at the edge. Because
Have
Lidl
you ever used it?
it was years ago. But the Lidl have started now doing a thing in my local one anyway where it's like they have like a separate room of discounted middle aisle shite.
Right, okay.
So you know, like the stock that's no longer in season,
Yeah.
but it's just in this one wee room and it's just chaos in there. Like you
Lidl-
get like Christmas gear in the middle of summer. Like it's good.
The weirdest thing I've seen is like ski masks. I don't know why that always sticks out in my head. Ski masks and foot pumps.
Yeah,
That's what I always consider.
For down the shore road for Jack and cars.
I'd love to get a wee ski mask. You know them ones where it's like coloured glass and it's like sponge on the
Yeah,
inside?
I had them.
It's like one big panel. Looks cool. as
Whenever
fuck.
I used to go skiing, I bought mine. I had to buy them online, but I only seen the front of it, so I didn't know. Do you know they have the big band around it?
Yeah.
And mine was all Red Bull. I look like a fucking Red Bull fucking athlete.
Tacky Minamino here.
Yeah, Red Bull fucking athlete, but I couldn't ski properly. Just on the wee baby steps with my fucking Red Bull ski mask.
Should have been fucking Citric Boost. That'd be more fitting.
It should have just been little. That's
I
what
will
the
say this
fucking
about
said.
Little. See their protein puddings? Fucking unbelievable.
You know that was one of my
Yeah,
Things
one of
back
your
in the day.
room 102s.
room 102s, the protein
Did I
puddings.
spot one in your fridge earlier on?
That would have been Ashton, not me. Not me.
Signed by Tony McAlevey.
Guys, do you want to
Oh,
get proper jacked?
Here, I did a thing the other day.
You reposted a video.
I reposted a video
Not
about somebody
the-
giving
not the-
his shit.
Mate, I looked at the video. I seen the video. No, hold on.
Do you know what it was?
I seen
Hang
the
on.
video myself. Went to look at the comments because I like to see people slabbering, and I was like, I'm going to send this to Derby podcast. And I was like, oh, it's a bit tight about Sean. I was all, Sean McAlevey has reposted this. I was all,
Friend
fuck that, I'm not getting
Friend of
involved.
doesn't know, my cousin is like a fitness influencer.
Yeah.
His coach business on. He's doing quite well. He sponsored the podcast for Tony. He's a good lad.
Shout out, Tony.
But he's been getting loads of shit online because he's like really started to blow up, and his
Yeah.
content he's like really leaned into just being.
He knows what he's at.
Yeah.
He-
Oh yeah. If you talk
he's-
to him in person, he's not that guy.
He's trying to antagonize people
Yeah.
and get like comments, and like he doesn't just do like the status quo advice.
Yeah.
He basically go like, don't listen to this person, do this.
Yeah. But like, I seen a video of somebody giving him absolute muck, right? Just slandering his name, calling him a fruit and all sorts. And do you know what I went to do? I went to go to send it to Ashlyn to share it.
Yeah.
But I hit repost, and then I was like, oh fuck. But then I thought, do you know when you go to like retweet something on Twitter, you hit retweet, and then you have to post.
Yeah.
It doesn't just do it instantly. On fucking TikTok, it just, if you hit that, it just goes. It just posted it. There's no like confirm. So I was meant to send to her, hit the wrong button, and then I fucking reposted it. And the next morning I woke up and I seen people had liked me reposting it. I was like, oh balls.
Is there a bit of family beef there? It's watching going.
I gotta have to send him a message being like, bro.
I went to share it to you, and I seen you reposted it. I was like, what the fuck's going on there?
See, to be honest, I can't work out in the gym anymore without expecting Tony to appear, being like, "Bro, why are you doing that wrong?
Yeah.
You want a night with a king?"
See, in fairness, he's a fucking, like, he knows what he's at. He's so good at content. Like,
Shout out him. Ashley also asked if you had to name a storm, what would you call it?
ooh.
Storm Tony.
Storm Lidl.
Aye, fuck it. I'll do.
Yeah, Storm Maloney's.
And then final question: what are you dressing up as for Halloween? Now, I had planned what I was going to dress up as for Halloween.
It has to be a pirate.
You might think, fuck you. You might think that this hinders my plan. It actually adds it because the person who's going to dress up as wears knee braces.
Who's that?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nice.
So I actually think it plays into
Did you
that.
say that last year?
I did, and I didn't do it.
didn't do it.
Tyson Fury last year. No,
Where were you last year?
Tyson Fury was the year before. I don't think I did.
You didn't do anything
year.
last year?
was a Monday. I went to the pubs just.
We were in
Leitrim.
that gig in Leitrim.
Oh
we
my
did in Halloween,
god,
yeah.
the spooky fucking Western barn. That's right.
Yeah.
I
What are you dressing up as?
White Goodman from Dodgeball.
Who's he?
The guy Ben,
Ben
Stiller.
Stiller?
plays. Yeah.
Okay. Is that why you're growing your hair out?
I do look like him, but with a mustache and stuff. So, and I ordered a Globo Gym thing.
That actually, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Get a dodgeball as well.
Yeah.
Last year, what I go was, I went as Pablo Escobar last year.
Like Drug Lord.
Yeah.
You know he killed a lot of people, Sean. Quite disrespectful.
Yeah, but you
You know,
know,
culturally insensitive. Them.
Yeah.
the TV,
He's also
the TV
Colombian.
series is class. So who gives a fuck?
Do you want? There's a guy I know, and he's got a Pablo Escobar tattoo here. A fucking
Here, he
Al
sounds
Capone.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, he does, and the Godfather and the Cray twins.
But is it like images of those people?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Portraits.
A guy I know. I don't want to. I've got in trouble for naming people on this podcast
Okay.
recently.
Well,
so-
whoever you are, grow up. Like,
so,
You'll be shocked to hear I don't really do Halloween dress up.
it's not for you, know.
Not for me.
what's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Do you get stuff for to give out to the trick or treaters?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't answer the door.
No.
Bet you're
I forget-
you're a peanuts man.
No, I'm good. I give out good
Monkey
fucking
nuts?
sweets. How dare you?
Protein puddings.
Ashton's never trick or treated before because like she like grew up in the countryside, so she never had an estate.
So what, you're taking
So-
her out?
Yeah, so I'm taking her this year.
Are you?
She has to go dress up as a slutty nurse. Take her out.
That'll come around here. Hey, give her the fucking toaster and the fucking air fryer. There you go. Look, we're going.
So no, she doesn't know how to answer the door at Halloween. So Joey, you just open the door and you give them one wee sweet.
Yeah.
She answered like fuck off.
No, she opens it and like goes, I feel miserable giving them one sweet, so I like give handfuls out. I'm like, you can't
Like
be.
planfuls.
No, it depends what you're dishing out. If you're dishing out like mini Mars bars and stuff like that, it's one each. Like I
Bare
give out.
minimum. Bare minimum. Bare minimum.
I've never answered the
Do you
door.
want to maybe do
trick-or-treaters.
a mini Mars bar and a wee mini packet of Haribo? So you get
The
two.
fella I
Yeah.
used to trick or treat with, miss you, bro. He had a severe nut allergy, so every fucking house we had to knock out, he had to be like, "Oh, you bringing nuts out?" So
I think the people who trick or treated at our house last year didn't realize there was a new tenant in the house because you could hear kids walking past, be like, "Oh, we'll go there," and like, "No, don't go to that house. She's evil." So I don't know who the fuck lived in my house.
talking about
More
Ashton?
awkward if they did know there was a new tenant. They would have called Ashton.
Yeah, probably actually.
Jenny's remember we did a gig. I think it was like the second or third time we went down to Limerick, and I did a bit about trick or treating,
this concept
was
was
good.
nuts.
and it was class, and I never did it again.
Was that the Rennie's thing?
I might bring that back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring-
you also, it was the same that you done the air fryer line.
The what?
The air fryer line about getting a pleasure from cleaning your air fryer.
Yeah, I've never did that before again. Anyway, right, guys, I think we'll call an end to this episode, and we'll roll on through to the next one.
Yep, no
Sound
worries.
like a plan, guys? Buzzing to be back.
It's good to be
Three of
back.
us.
Good to see you
Yeah.
back, sir.
Bit of consistency back in the pod. I fucking love yous, I miss yous, and back gigging soon. Thanks to everyone who filled in while me and Sean were away.
We appreciate it.
The next episode, Sean will fill us in on how his holiday was. But guys, thanks for tuning in.
See
See you next week.